Givers Gain is the first core value of BNI, Business Network International, meaning what goes around comes around. So if you give business to your colleague, to your friend, or to your let's say partners, business partners, it will come back to you. You know, it will multiply. So what I love the most with BNI, you're not measured by what you get. You are measured by what you give.
This is Challenger Brands, helping you build better brands and businesses. Hosted by Illustrado, the brand development and creative agency for ambitious and audacious challenger brands.
Hey guys, welcome to Challenger Brands, where we talk about brand development, marketing, sales, entrepreneurship, and everything else that helps you to get your brands and your business better. And my name is Lalaine Chu Benitez. I'm the Managing Director of Illustrado Brand Consultancy. And in each episode, I talk to interesting industry leaders as well as entrepreneurs to get into some actionable insights that will help your business. And today we have a very, very interesting topic. But before I introduce our guest to you, I would like to thank first our supporters and our partners, Rove Hotels and Melrose Studios. Thank you so much for helping us out, for making this show very possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, without any further ado, the topic of today is networking, okay? How to grow your business through networking. And the thing is, networking is something where people are so divided. You either love it or you hate it, right? For some people, networking is hard sell. For others, it is a necessary client acquisition strategy. So what is it for you? But I think whatever your feelings are about networking, it has been proven as an effective business growth driver for a lot of entrepreneurs across the world. And I'm hoping that our master networker, who's our guest today, will teach us the ropes and how to get into it. So let's find out if networking is for you, right? And I'm so happy to announce that we have master networker, Mr. Edwin Duria, here with us today. Yay, Edwin!
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you, Lalaine, for inviting me.
Welcome to the show. So Edwin is an entrepreneur. He's the managing director of Play Middle East, which is into company formation. Edwin is also a 9-year member of BNI UAE. For those of you who are not familiar with BNI, BNI is the biggest entrepreneur networking group around the world. And if I'm not mistaken, Edwin, 300,000 members, right?
300,000 members, and hopefully by before the global convention, it's roughly within 80 countries at least.
That's amazing. And Edwin has been in BNI for 9 years. And he has also occupied a lot of leadership positions in BNI. And Edwin, you are right now a director consultant with the group,
Yes.
right? Edwin is also the newly minted Philippine Business Council chairman for Dubai and the Northern Emirates. So congratulations, Edwin, and it's very well deserved.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I think the Filipino community in the UAE is so lucky to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Edwin, to get started, perhaps you can tell us how you got started into networking. How did it all start? Where does it begin?
Actually, it's a funny story. When I attended actually my first networking event where I was invited by my client, I didn't actually attend that one. And he's really mad at me. So the next time that he invited me, I attended the business meeting or networking event, and then I end up getting business from one of the fellow visitors.
Just by attending one meeting?
Just by attending it.
Wow.
And luckily, it's I closed worth 110,000 dirhams.
Wow, in one meeting?
In one meeting, yes.
Just showing up. That's
yes.
amazing.
And based from my observation, the meeting, it's very structured, feel welcoming, you know, the group. And then I intended to join immediately. And suddenly, I knew that there's only 11 chapters that time. And my category, my industry, it's all taken in all chapters. And guess what? It's only taken by one company. They put their employees in all 11 chapters.
Wow.
So I applied, I wait. After 3.5 years, I forget about BNI.
That's very patient.
Yes,
yeah.
and they called me and said, "Are you interested?" I said, "Okay, I'm interested." So I immediately attended one more meeting to check if I still like it. I attended and I submit my applications at the same time. I also issued my check at the same time, and then the director consultant says, no, it's not like that. I need to interview you first. So
Yes.
I'm wondering why they need to interview me. So the interview, they ask few questions, funny questions for me that time, but for them it's really a serious commitment. The first question is, can you wake up every morning? Every morning, every week at 6:30 in the morning, and you need to attend at 6:30 in the morning. I said, okay, easy. Can you finish?
Not so easy for a lot of people,
For
actually.
me, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm early riser. So the next question is, can you finish all the training? I said, easy. I can do it. And then, a lot of questions, and then end up asking me, can you give referrals? Why I will give referrals? Am I required to give referrals? Can you bring visitors? And then said, give me back my check. So
That's tricky.
he gave me the check. He gave me the check, and then end up going home. And then I'm thinking, wait, it's not my money. It's the money of my employer. So I go ahead with the membership, and then I end up being the first leadership team of the chapter, and or core founding member at the same time. And then I got the first. We are measured by KPIs, right? So I'm the first member who got green color, green traffic light, call it traffic light. So green traffic light meaning you're giving business, you're giving referrals, you're giving all these quality businesses. So when on my second month, I become green. On my third month, I got the perfect score, 100 points.
Wow.
The first member who got the 100 points within the chapter. And then I'm just wondering why I'm not getting business. In the last 8 months, I'm not getting business. Meaning I'm performing, I'm giving, but I'm not getting anything. So on the 9th month, I got my first closed business. And guess what? It's not even my classifications or my industry. It's attestation. Attestation is a separate category. So I did the attestations in Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and that guy, my client or my BNI colleague, stand up and he did the testimonial and vouched for me. From there, I got my business, and now 9 years, I'm getting continuous business roughly around within 6 or 7 chapters.
That's
and
amazing.
Also BNI members from outside UAE.
I think I heard you in one podcast. You said you had 250 clients.
I have 250, almost 300 clients.
Almost
yes.
300 clients,
Yes.
and most of them have come from referrals from your network, BNI network.
It's 100% referrals.
That's amazing.
And the highest referral, we have tier of referrals, right? So a client referred another client. So the highest one I have is around the 6th level of referral.
That's amazing.
It is.
But that must take a lot of determination and patience, because 9 months of not getting any business. What kept you from not giving up? Because 9 months is a long time to wait for people, right?
It is actually for me, when I joined the networking group, my objective is really to get sales, to get business. But in long term, you're getting a pre-education. You're learning a lot from different platform. You're getting pre-mentorship from bigger boss or members, but having roughly around 600 employees, big companies. For me, it's a bonus point. So
I like that.
It's a plus for me. And now I'm not thinking about the business. I'm thinking about the learnings and
That's
experience
amazing.
I'm getting from them for free.
That's a good lesson there. So it's not just about business; it's about learning as well. Edwin, I think before we proceed, I know that there's a lot of negative talk about networking, and full disclosure to all you guys watching out there, I'm also a member of BNI, a BNI Evergreen chapter, thanks to Edwin. Edwin was talking to me for 2 years, and he was so patient waiting for me to finally get into this whole networking thing, because I've always thought that if I went into networking, it's all about hard sell. And I don't see myself in that kind of a situation. I don't feel like if I have to meet people and then I have to hard sell, that's not me. So what makes good networking and bad networking? Perhaps we can, define that. What for you is good networking and what is bad networking?
For me, what I've learned from networking, bad networking for me, it's more on like, a hunter mindset. Hunter mindset meaning you are attending the event just to get business. You don't care about what they do, what they actually need. You just be there to sell your products or probably your services. So for me, bad networking meaning if you're selling to that through You know, in our network, no, we always say, don't sell to the room, sell through the room. So that's always
I love that.
yes, yes. Actually, it's a BNI.
Let's repeat that. Do not sell to the room,
Sell
sell
through the room.
through the room. So you're using the network to help you out. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So for me, bad networking also, I've been there before. I'm just getting business cards, but after collecting a lot of business cards, you know, cold callings, there's no difference. So, but if you go there to the networking, if you want to be a good networker, if you go to the networking event and then you ask them, what do you need, how I can help, you know, first starts with building relationship, listening to the person, and then, you know, try to connect with them, not just industry-wise, not just about the company, but also personal-wise. You know, sometimes you are connected because you have the same hobby, you have the same skills, you have the same achievements. So you'll never know. You know, if you're connected, you know, it's easy for them also to give you business. In what way? In my experience, I'm just giving informations. You know, or I'm just listening, building relationship, and then end up after a few months they remember you. Who gave my name, who gave my number, and then they will tell, that's the person you meet in Introvert Business Council, for example. You know, it's a networking event, or in other BNI networking event. So bad networking, meaning your hunter mindset. If you say a good networker or networking, it's meaning in the mindset of being a farmer. Build relationship, let them, you know, wait for a while. In the next coming months, they will remember you. They will give you business. Again, they can feel the sincerity of the person by, you know, when during the conversation, during the networking, they will feel it. If you're doing the selling, immediately these guys will leave. You know,
That's very useful, really. So hunter versus farmer, or farmer versus hunter. And then you said building relationships versus being transactional, right? Or selling to the room.
correct.
So
correct.
those are good things to remember. In fact, you know what? Since I joined BNI, my whole perception about selling has changed. And I never realized that before, because in an agency perspective, we're always pitching, you know? So it's not about, or at least what we've seen, right? It's always about pitching to the clients, giving the proposals and all that. But that totally changed, you know, BNI, and having been in touch with the people of BNI has changed my mentality on this, because at the end of the day, you just want to make a connection. That totally removed the pressure, you know, because if I meet you today, I don't need to sell to you.
No.
I just want to know you and how we can help each other, right?
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's a good tip for a lot of people.
Yes, yes. Actually, see, in our networking, because it's very structured, we talk about our goals. You know, when we're having one-to-one, we call it one-to-one. You know, it's a jargon for others, but for us as BNI member, it's in one-on-one meeting, where we talk about our goals, our achievements, our interests, our skills, and also the objective of the company. At the end of the day, you know, if you're sharing it with your colleague, and then they know you more personally about your accomplishment, about your client's portfolio. Before I can repair, for example, you, Lalaine, before I can repair you, you know, I'll tell them, I know Lalaine for more than 10 years. She's been a leader also, been giving back also blessings to the community, sharing the knowledge, recognizing Filipino achievers. All these things, you know, not just the brand, but personally wise, I know you somehow with your personal achievements. You know, that builds credibility. And then before I will refer you to my client or my customer, I will ask the client, do you want Lalaine to call you, or I will give the number of Lalaine and then you call her. But before that, I'll make sure that Lalaine knows that you're calling. So the informations are there, the relationship has been there, the credibility has been there. So it's really a matter of closing the deal.
Yeah.
So in our network, we always say we don't pass leads, we pass referrals. Because at the end of the day, when we repair client, you know, we're putting our credibility at stake.
Exactly, yeah.
That's very important. So if they know you, what the clients love me the most is my network. In what way? If they need something, oh, Edwin, I need to hire people. I need HR. Oh, Edwin, I need insurance. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah.
can easily connect them with BNI
Yeah.
within my network, and they love it. So it's not about me getting business, but also helping other business owners to get more business.
And that's amazing. And just to frame that for our audience here, I think what makes this so special is that it's coming from a place of trust. You have somebody who is trusted recommending you, so you're already ahead, right? So it's not like cold calling where you're talking to a total stranger and you're trying to convince them that you're good. Somebody else is doing the promotion for you, and that person is already a trusted member of the community, right?
True.
That's amazing. Edwin, I know that we've touched on a few bits and pieces of it, but can you explain the main philosophy of BNI, which is Giver's Gain? Because I love this so much. Let's share it with the people.
Giver's Gain is the first core value of BNI, Business Network International, meaning what goes around comes around. So if you give business to your colleague, to your friend, or to your, let's say, partners, business partners, it will come back to you, it will multiply. So what I love the most with BNI, you're not measured by what you get. You are measured by what you give. That's what I love. And majority of the BNI members who's giving, if you see their figures, the numbers or the performance, they are giving more than they are receiving. And we're very proud of that. We are not into, we're happy to give more than receiving more. At the end of the day, you will see a lot of people or members that, they're very thankful because, number one, they got business from you. They build also relationship with the client. And it's a continuous business. Again, it's relationship-based networking group. So for me, I'm very grateful that I have the BNI Giver's Gain. I don't believe it before, but now
because most salespeople are conditioned that they're supposed to be taking business, right?
True.
It's the opposite.
See, again, my mindset is totally changed after joining the BNI, after learning a lot from the expert, after a lot of trainings, after a lot of mentoring. It's very important that giving is really one thing that you need to focus rather than getting business, because business will come.
Exactly.
Business will come.
Exactly. So for you people out there listening, please remember this phrase, BNI or not BNI. I think you will benefit from this Giver's Gain. And I think this is universal. I think it's a universal truth. This reminds me of one quote, which I can't remember exactly, but it's from Zig Ziglar. But he said something like, the most successful people in the world are those that helped other people. So the more people you help, the more successful you will become. Right, Edwin?
I like that one. For me, it's it's similar to golden rule. From being roughly around high school, I've been following the golden rule. At the end of the day, golden rule, or there is one more actually, but I forget about that. But there is one more saying that do what you want to do, to the people, and then they will do exactly to you. And I'm very grateful that if you, sow a seed, a good seed, at the end of the day, you will get what you deserve. It's a law of nature. That's I wrote down actually last night. It comes. Don't expect. It will come. Have a lot of patience.
Definitely.
Pray. That's very important. Everything will happen. Everything that we have, all the blessings we have, it's given based from the perfect timing and based from what you deserve. So it's very important that you have patience. Just help. Continue helping people, connect, and try to support. In so many ways, I really love helping people, and I cannot explain further than that. But I'm very grateful that I have multiple communities in United Arab Emirates or UAE. I have 7 communities and 4 business communities. But I'm grateful that I'm part of BNI. I'm very proud also part of the Business Council, Philippine Business Council, Dubai and Northern Emirates.
Super. So just reminding the people, guys, plant good seeds, plant seeds of goodness, keep on doing good things for other people, and you will reap the benefits. Okay?
This is Challenger Brands, Please subscribe to our channel and share our content. Follow us on our agency's social media pages, Illustrado.co, on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, or subscribe to our newsletter via our website, www.illustrado.co. Thank you to our sponsors for today's episode. Rove Hotels. Rove Hotels are a jumping-off point for city explorers, simply designed for the young and young at heart. Born in Dubai, Rove is an award-winning lifestyle brand offering well-designed hotels, fuss-free service, and great value in well-connected locations. More than just a bed for the night, Rove provides rovers, the missing link to connect you to the city like a local, and explore the track less trodden in a relaxed environment where you can be yourself. With sustainability, local art, and high-performing functionality at the heart of its brand, Rove represents a new niche of hospitality for the digital nomad looking to become part of the neighborhood, even when they're just passing through. Please check them out at rovehotels.com. The Melrish Studio. Dubai videographers and photographers specializing in storytelling content creation. Melrish specializes in event photography and videography, film production, and content creation. Storytelling through creative images and videos. From events to brands, Melrish Studio has told more than 1,000 stories. Based in Dubai, Melrish has worked with the biggest brands and grandest events, but their services are quite affordable, even for SMEs. The Melrish team is also available to work across the Middle East and Europe. Check out their portfolio at melrish.com.
Okay, Edwin. So, givers gain. All right. You were talking earlier about the 9 months you were waiting and you had to be very patient. How does one make sure while giving that their business will benefit from networking? So how do you network effectively? I know that it's ideal to keep on giving, but not everybody has this, right? Sometimes you might feel insecure that, okay, it's not paying back yet. What is the best way to make networking work for you properly?
But for me, the best strategy is basically just listen to them. Listen to them first. Again, we are gifted by God with 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we intend to listen. Check from them how you can help them. For sure, in some other way, you can connect and help them because you have a multiple network. You have support group. What I love from BNI, it's not only a support group, but you have also group of mentors, senior people, big businesses, business owners. Considering that we have also a lot of trainings, they became your friends, they became your family, and it's for me the effective to become effective networker is more on like really listening to the person, how you can help them. That's very important. If then through helping them, they will, the perception will change. This guy is not actually trying to sell. This guy is really trying, sincerely trying to help me to connect with HR or insurance company or probably an IT company or brand consultant company. So through that, you're building your credibility. And building credibility, that's the easiest way to build it by basically connecting them to the people that you think can help also their businesses. I think that's one very effective way to network and to become credible to the clients.
In some of the BNI trainings, I've heard that you also have to train your sales team, right? And you consider your chapter as your sales team, right? Your extended sales team. Can you speak a little bit about that, Edwin?
I like that question. Actually, see, company tend to spend so much money through their marketing platforms. It can be social media, it can be newspaper or advertise, newspaper, magazines, etc. A lot of marketing, expenses. When you think about BNI, imagine average how many members in BNI Evergreen. It's going.
We're about 50 right now, if I'm not
55
mistaken.
as of the moment,
55,
if I'm not wrong. 55 members. Imagine that 55 members selling your products without giving them salary, without giving them, like insurance or anything like normal employee. You just need to train them. How you will train them, you need to sit down with them, have one-to-one, sit between 60 to 90 minutes. If not enough, again sit down again the next day or in the next coming week. It's very important to sit down to know each other so that you can exchange each other and repair you accordingly. And because they will know your USP, they will know how to pitch and how to introduce you properly with their clients. And through that, training these people, and guess what? This is our all business owners. Imagine business owners, and they have also a wide network where they can, when they hear like, complaining and bragging. Actually, we call it complaining and bragging. Some are bragging, some are complaining. Oh, that insurance is very expensive. Oh, that brand consultancy is very expensive. Oh, I know one who can help you. You can negotiate, but better quality
I
than
like
you
that,
have
yeah.
one. So if I know you, Lalaine, of course it's easy for me to to pitch and to tell about what you do and how you can help them. That's very important. If the client will see how I presented it also, and I am very credible person for him or for her, then definitely immediately a meeting will come. I can introduce also in person. That's the number 5 quality referrals in the level of referrals, and then we can close the business together. So imagine 55 people, sales team, sales manager, without giving salary. Where you will get it? Only through that networking group. So
That's
you
amazing.
have that options.
I think I like the way you framed it. And, this is one of the things that people need to understand. So again, like you said earlier, do not sell to the room, sell through the room. And at the same time, the 55 people, for example, in our chapter are not just potential customers, they're your sales team.
Yes.
So, establish a good relationship with them and they will take you further. So instead of just being able to talk to 55, you're like 55 times whatever networks they have, right? So it's exponential.
And one advantage probably of BNI, if we're talking about BNI as one of the networking group, the advantage is the exclusivity of the industry. If I'm doing business incorporation, there is no other business incorporation can come to that chapter. Meaning there is no conflicts. All business incorporation or PRO services, they will come to me and they will repair it to me. So that's the advantage. In other network like Business Council, there is no exclusivity, but again, it's building relationship based. When you build relationship, for sure you will get business. You will.
Definitely. Speaking about competition, right? I understand that, yes, there is only one company per business category, but sometimes I think it's unavoidable that your services might overlap, right? Because sometimes the business categories are so niche that you can't help it. You would have like an overlap of your services with another company. How would you manage that?
I like that question. Because in my experience, like one of your member, the name is Richa, it's also in business incorporation. When I joined or when I assume as ambassador of the chapter of BNI, the business incorporation member totally object. And she said that, no, we don't like Edwin to become ambassador and be part of this chapter, to a support team. And so I end up sitting down with her. And guess what? What I'm doing is she's not doing it. And what she's doing, I'm not doing it. So, and then she ended up giving me business that day worth 44,000 dirhams. And then the next following day, I gave her 46,000 dirhams business.
That's amazing.
So I believe in, I don't believe in competition. I believe in collaboration.
I love that,
and,
yeah.
I'm getting business. I just told you before, I think, or I'm always very transparent with other BNI members when I'm having one-on-one meeting with them, mentioning that I'm receiving 6-7 business from 6 to 7 chapters, and some of them are business incorporation because my expertise are not their expertise, and we end up giving business to each other.
I like that, yeah.
If it's overlapping in some ways, probably yes. Again, it's how you going, it's how you will treat this one and how you will solve the difference probably, or probably the conflict. But again, if it's really a conflict one, then find something that will build some synergy between you, considering you are in the same industry. because there are few people like they cannot accommodate it, then they will outsource it to you. You know, all these things. If
That's
this
true.
is not their market, they will come to you.
Yeah.
Your market also, you're not the client that is not your market can also come to other fellow colleagues. So that's the advantage of it.
So a pointer there, do not compete, collaborate. And I think, just adding to that, like, for example, we have the power teams, so it's per industry. Like in our case, it's the marketing power team. And like there are 3 companies that have almost, well, not exactly the same offerings, but there are overlaps in the services. But if you look at all these 3 companies, for example, that we're related to, everybody's got their own strength. The other company is very strong in digital marketing. Another company is strong in PR. For us, it's branding and creative. So if you really see it, we can really work together. It's just a matter of defining that and saying, okay, I can help you with that. I can give you opportunities in that. And in turn, they can give you opportunities in other things, right?
Yes. For the benefits of those who doesn't know about the power team within the business networking group that we have, power team, it's you are in different industry, but you have the same client profile, and you're sharing that client to for multiple different industry or businesses. So like the events planner, right? They have a couple is going to get married, and then they need the wedding ring, so you connect them to jeweler, and then you connect also to they need also the gown, you connect it to the tailor.
They have the same customers,
it's
basically.
until to travel agencies, so that they can book the hotel and the ticket, air ticket, all these things. So that's the power team in our business group.
Super. Edwin, apart from being a giver, right? What makes a good networker? What are the qualities? What are the attributes of a good networker?
Oh, I believe I answered that one. For me, it's really more on just being open to help more people. Naturally, thank God, it just coming out from naturally from my side. I don't really actually measure if I am a good networking or networker. It's more, I'm just doing what I really love to do, of which helping. Being open, try to help, connect, and then again, do exactly the same on the next day. Support, connect. That's how I usually do it. Givers, except givers, that's the only answer I have.
That's the main thing,
that's
right?
the main thing.
Is there any type of person who will not be good in a networking environment?
If number one, if they don't really like it, we call it the bad network and or networker and good networker. If they really don't like to, a lot of people are introvert.
I wanted to ask about that one.
Introvert.
If they're shy,
I'll give you one good example.
Shy personalities, yeah.
I've been there before, actually, and I know Albert. Albert is the owner of Darcy Flowers. He became a BNI member, but not through me. At someone else, one of his supplier. And when he joined the BNI, he's a very quiet person. He's not doing any networking, not at all. So when I sat down and then we talked about it and said, bro, you need to, to move from your comfort zone. And then I start mentoring him and then exposing him to the community, not just business community, but also other communities. And he loves it. He loves it. He ended up really getting more active than me in community. Giving flowers to the church, supporting the other community by providing them the flowers or recommendations about that the events design or a lot of things. I think that's one thing that I really admire with people that they think that they are not networker. Something inside, of course. It's always better to try. I've been there before. I'm only drinking one beer in the corner in every networking event. If they're not coming with me, I'm not going to talk to them. And then when they talk to them, I will just ask for business card. The next day, I'm not going to call them. I'm not even calling them. I'm not connecting with them. The business card is just there. but I'm not using it because I know I'm not going to get sales anyway because I didn't build a relationship. So that I think it's very powerful.
And I think it's more enjoyable also, right?
Long term, yes.
Speaking of enjoyable, should we be socializing? Are socials an essential part of networking? What if I don't have time for socials? What do you advise there?
It's for me it's part of networking. When you do socializing with them, the more you build relationship. Sometimes in social event there are few activities that you don't do during the business meeting, right? And you know the person, you know better and deeper that
You see them as people, right? It's not just about
yes.
business, yeah?
I'll give you one good example also. But this one, it's not through BNI, but through Philippine Business Council. I have a group. I created a group. It's an all gentlemen, high profile one. Accidentally. Baka ako lang yung hindi high profile. Sorry. but
You're so humble.
I invited them, let's say, yacht, or we just go outside and drink in London Project, the London Project in Blue Waters. And then, only to find out that they really need that kind of activity.
They need to be away from the women.
Yeah, not only women, but it's also business-wise.
Yeah.
Because they cannot say their problem to their wife, they cannot say their problem to their staff, We are there actually more on like just to chill.
That's good, yeah.
Just to chill. And we're not talking about business. We're talking about, simple things.
That's good.
We're laughing, jokes, and we call that group OMG.
What does it stand for, OMG?
OMG means, oh my God. Probably because majority of us, we have gout. So it's a funny one, but I'm very
I don't want to be a member of that, honestly.
So I'm very grateful that I have that group.
Yeah,
and
but that's
they're
good,
very jolly. And now it's becoming regular.
Yeah.
We're going out, making sure that we just chill. We don't talk about business. Sometimes, you cannot prevent it. But it's more on like how we will collaborate. That's the good thing.
And that's excellent because I think being an entrepreneur can sometimes be lonely, right? It's not easy when, you have all these challenges and you don't have people to chill with who can understand you.
True. We in the same level somehow, it's good. But for me, I make sure also I provide time with
That's
family, with community.
You're doing so many things. Before I go to the personal bit, before I get to that final question, what's your hope, still working with BNI and now pushing as the leader of the Philippine Business Council at Dubai and Northern Emirates? What's your hope for the future? What are you planning to see? What are you planning to give birth to in terms of projects and, whatever can impact people in a good way?
Thank you. I like that question. Right now, we are on honeymoon stage where we just assumed 2 months back the chairmanship of the Philippine Business Council. Considering that the previous chairman, Bobby, and you're the vice chairman, it's a lot of adjustments. What kind of hope? We will continue the projects. We will just improve it. That's number one. We will have also new projects. Majority really connecting businesses. UAE-based and Philippine-based wise, with the help of the International Chamber of Commerce, Dubai Chamber, Dubai Trading Industry, that includes also BNI, of course, and Rotary Club, and GCI, and some other business organization. Miss Mary Jane of Prime Group of Companies is leading it, along with the Vice Chairman Alan, and we have so much things to do, and we have a lot of new blood elected during the elections of the to become officers of the board of directors of the Philippine Business Council, and I can see their passion, I can see their commitment, I can see also their emotions. They really want to help, but again, it's a process. It's a long process, not just one click. So step by step, little by little, we will be there. We will be there. And I'm very confident that the Business Council will grow and will help more businesses, not just in UAE, but also in the Philippines.
That sounds good. Edwin, why do you do what you do? I mean, I've seen you so busy. You're always running to help people, and it's all about helping people, connecting people, from BNI to Philippine Business Council. And I know the church community also relies on you for a lot of things. So, why do you do what you do, and how do you do all this? Because you are also running your business. So, how can you do everything, and what's the goal?
Actually, no, it's a joke, but I am a full-time community leader and a
I can
part-time
see
business
that.
owner.
I think I can see that. Yeah, that's very clear.
For me, see, like number one, I make sure I have time with my family. Uh, my kids, my two girls, Maria and Anika, we usually go out at least once a week. We call it either Tuesday or Friday. Okay, meaning it's a date. We go outside. For my wife, I'm seeing her in the evening and also in the weekend. Some of the BNI member that includes our ambassador Sorab and some senior members, they ask me, Edwin, how come that you have 48 hours a day?
Yeah.
I think it's really the time management and making sure that you spend enough time to help not just one community but also others equally, and how you will priority which community or which individual or company that you need to help first. It's more on time management. This is the only way I can give back to the community. I've been there before. I've been, from being nothing, and I know that community helps me a lot. So this is the only way I can give back to them, making sure that I share the blessings, I share the knowledge, and I share everything I can share, and even my family, the resources, everything. It's an open book. That's how and my wife hates it before, but now she loves it because at the end of the day, you cannot prevent politics, and I'm not into politics. I hate politics, but we're very grateful that a good wisdom, a good community, a good support team, you'll become more stronger and stronger and stronger. The more they yeah. Sometimes there is one board of directors who says that, Edwin, I hate you. I don't like, not hate you, or probably I don't like you, Edwin. And then said, okay. And then after a few weeks, Edwin, I love you.
Wow. Okay.
I love you. Now I know you. Now naturally.
Yeah.
Just came out naturally because I don't need to please everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do what I need to do.
I think you just have to do good things, and that's what you've been doing all this time,
and
right?
I'm grateful to that, and now I love her also. So we're helping each other. So
That's excellent. That's such a good reminder for everybody. Again, like we said, plant good seeds out there. Be a farmer, and then you can harvest good things later on. Edwin, give me the last final 3 tips. If you can summarize, what are the 3 tips that we need to learn from you today? Forget about everything else. Just give me 3 tips that our audience needs to learn from you today.
always grab the opportunity. If there is opportunity to learn, grab it. Especially if it's free. Learning is really let's say one type of medium that will be able to surpass all the challenges. Through failures, we learn from it. We have mentors. Grab every opportunity. Learning, that's number one. Number two, always try to help people by being open. If you cannot, then find something that you will somehow give value to the community. That's very important. When you are connected with the community, you will have the support, strong support group. Whatever happened to you, you have your community at your back, supporting you. But good times, bad times, everything. It's the third one. Family. Make sure you have time with your family, and make sure that you give also value with them, especially when they need you. I'm grateful I can still help them with the projects, simple things, projects, or dropping them before the bus will pick them up. or probably cook something
Wow.
for them special, not the helper or not the housemaid. Something personal that you think that will create value and memories to your family. I think that's three very important thing to me. Of course, include the prayers with that. I'm yes, I'm serving as one of the lay minister in St. Mary's Church for the last 4 years. But I'm not. Consider myself. I'm not that much religious. But again, with the prayers, everything will happen according to His will, according to the perfect timing, and according to what you deserve.
Wow. That's so profound. A lot of words of wisdom there. Thank you so much, Edwin, for your time today.
Pleasure.
Thank you
Pleasure.
for, sharing all that with us. I'm sure a lot of people have learned a lot of things from this session.
Thank you.
Salamat ng marami.
It's my thank you for allowing me to be here and for inviting me and to share what I have and to somehow explain who am I in UAE. So thank you.
So there you have it, guys. Do not forget the lessons for today. There's a good way of networking and hopefully you can gain from it. And it all starts from giving. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you.
Please subscribe to our channel and share our content. For more actionable insights on brand and business building, follow us on our agency's social media pages, Illustrado.co, or subscribe to our newsletter via our website, www.illustrado.co.